The roll of death. Boom, 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 boom. About to roll Datic again.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Jax again.
we broke the curse.
No, we didn't. Now it's someone else.
That's all
Yeah,
We're
Jax.
gonna
it's been
rotate.
him.
Fuck. Alright, so what I remember is we went after Toic. Falstaff had a griffin. I turned into a giant eagle. We all flew or rode over to find
You're
Toic.
forgetting how Falstaff got that spell. Summon a griffin.
He mugged an old woman across the street.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, in the woods, in the middle of the woods.
What? Did I do that?
Then we found Toic by an overlook. We went there trying to console him, or make him feel better.
The fuck are those? Snake sperm?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Jamie.
At that area, we saw Toic become two different beings. So there's a Minotaur version and a gnome version. Not knowing what to do, we just went to the shrine. Or tried to find a shrine. I believe we found one. Or we tried... Actually, first we went to Vadar, or whatever. Trying to see if Buckle could help us. And then we went to the shrine. Completed one. I think I left after that point.
Anybody want to finish?
I almost died twice because God spite me. But you know.
We also have the ass Dennis too. He appeared in
yeah.
camp.
Yeah, and we hope to
then
God
I
that abominable
awakened
yetis
him.
don't hold grudges.
I awakened.
Yep. I forgot about that.
Fucking Dennis.
We eventually found the bare oak tree. And Hydia, is that her name?
Yep.
Pronounce it. She was the tribe leader of the. Was it bear? Yeah, the bear. They led us to the shrine. Actually, Use and Ren got a protection thing done on them. Turns out they were the only ones allowed to touch the fucking runes. I think that's where we ended it when we walked out with the runes.
After we figured out that cool puzzle, yes. And we unfroze that one wizard, which I don't fucking remember his name, but we all instantly hated him. Unfortunately, he turned back to stone.
Yeah, took the rune and he turned back.
And put a sign on him.
Good times. So it's the 12th day of Visteel. Chilly evening as you guys are walking out of the puzzle. You guys have made camp. I have a new campsite now.
Yay.
Looks nice.
False stats pumping up. I copy and pasted it from the other one.
I was having fun.
You guys currently have 3 of the ruins.
We only have 3?
And a key.
I thought we had 4.
You have 3 and a key.
Oh,
What
we got a
was
key
the-
from one of the shrines?
What was the other rune?
We got a key from Norlane.
Remember? Because there was the one shrine.
Yep.
Where...
Go to campaign handouts, lore handouts.
We did the lion, the Pegasus, and then the bear.
I'm gonna put the bear in the bag of holding.
What's the other one we need? Is it elk?
Yep,
Look
all you
for
guys
my-
need is elk.
Yep.
Before Jax goes to grab it, I'll slap his hand away. You can't touch this one. Last guy that did this turned to stone, even outside the shrine.
I'll just open the bag. Drop it in then.
Nah. Just in case.
Okay.
So are we wanting to go to the next shrine?
We can.
And then to Hollybrook?
Yeah, I thought we said that.
Okay. If you guys want to call it a night, camp out.
Does Jax need to commune with Norlane again? So we can sense where that other shrine is? Or do we
You
know
already-
the vicinity of
We
where it is?
already sensed
Yeah.
it was to the north of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To the north on the right side of the mountain.
For a reminder. Best part about this map is there's all this stuff way over here and all the way over.
That's next campaign.
We'll bring demons in, destroy the entire world, so you have to remake it.
Dun, dun, dun. I actually asked that today when we were playing WoW. Should I just make a whole new world, or should I take you guys up north? Trying to figure out what to do.
Do a cataclysm.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen, don't worry.
Well, if y'all rubber into the demons.
Well,
We got-
since
we
we're
got a new
all
plan.
we're all sitting over here, doesn't this part of the forest look familiar? Almost.
Not
Maybe
really.
maybe we'll meet up with Peggy Pigtooth here
You are
because
close.
we killed Auntie, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I
I hope they're
say
not too
we
upset about that.
should hurry to the war cradle and take care of whatever going on there.
Gonna have to prepare for something like that.
Yeah, I heard there's a thing in there doing something that can cause some stuff to happen. So let's take care of that.
That's probably gonna be the grandma hag.
Right? I wonder if they're that devious though.
Well, thinking about it too, it is a tomb to a war god. That thing has to be trapped out to high hell.
I always thought hags just like to get a nice little hut in the middle of a swampy area and cause disease to everything around it and just hang out till they get visitors.
What, you basing that off the one you've met?
No.
So what's the quickest way to this last rune?
North.
Should we head up?
We should get some
Tomorrow.
sleep first.
Got a 4-day journey.
How you doing there, Daddick? Are you feeling okay still?
Told you guys, I feel fine. You're the weird ones.
All right.
Whatever you guys are ready, just give me 2 people for the night watch.
I'll go second this time.
I can do first.
Alright, give me a perception roll.
Beautiful.
Can I awaken a griffin?
Yeah.
Alright, just wondering. Not like I'm gonna do it right now.
Falstaff is special though. It's like a spiritual griffin that he summons and that he can speak to. Pretty sure it means your griffin doesn't have to eat or anything also. No eating. Comes and goes as you please. So you guys settle down for your night's sleep, and as you do, I rolled in some rain, so the rain kicks up. The heavy rain. And it's already quite cold going into fall. The temperature drops almost around 40, a little under 40 degrees. And you, during your watch, the fire dies out. And it's pitch black. You can still see in the dark everywhere, but the fire's gone. Everyone's asleep. You know, slight rain.
Just keep looking around.
Alright, with a 6, your shift ends. You wake up Rue, where you wake up to this rain. Fire's out. Eustace peering off into the forest. You're still in... Try not to pick up on your mic. You're still in a very dense part of the forest, but you're not in the swamplands yet. And you've moved away from that real deep part of the forest, so it's starting to open up some. It's a little bit easier to see, but it's pitch black.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a cat now, isn't it? I can see in the darkness.
Going to leave the fire out and just finish your watch?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh god.
So you wake up in the morning. Everyone wakes up except Falstaff. You wake up and you slept on your arm in this awkward position. So your arm is numb. You have a -2 dex rolls for 2 hours.
Motherfucker.
Oh, Lord. At least you're not Asmodeus. You're -2.
Right.
The rain slowly stops as you guys pack up your camp. And we're heading off into the forest. Traveling for the 3.5 days. Your journey is pretty uneventful if you guys want to discuss anything while you travel or do anything on the way there, but nothing jumps out. The track gets easier the farther you go towards the coastline. Easier for the yaks, the griffin, and the rest of you guys to move through, and Dennis. But if you guys don't want to discuss anything, you will eventually make your way to the Flint Rock Ancestral Mound.
Sweet.
Are we planning on going back to Hollybrook after we get to this last rune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
You gotta
You're gonna have
face
to
your
go for that.
family sometime.
Mm-hmm.
You guys emerge from the forest into this open plains, and you can see the spirit mound of the Elk tribe, situated atop a knob of flint stones, shrouded in fog. Its rings, the cairns, the altar, are created from piles of rocks stacked on top of each other, and barren of plant growth. These are just rolling hills. The altar in the middle as you walk up is a rectangular slab about 10 feet long, 6 feet wide. Looks very heavy. Worn with time, it seems that it's sitting there, or it's been sitting there for quite some time. There's also a huge basin surrounding this altar. And Falstaff, as you're flying in on your griffin, you can see the shape of the elk that they've carved into this ancestral mound around the altar to symbolize the elk. Nothing else of note jumps out as you guys are walking around the ancestral mound.
But these guys might be hard to find. They move around a lot.
Well, they're not always the most welcoming bunch, so not upset if we don't find them.
Shrines should be somewhere near here.
Right, in relation to the other burial mounds, do they all have like a relevant, like the shrine is within a certain radius?
Yeah. And they
So
all
can
have
we
a...
assume the same thing with this then?
yeah.
I would say we could send Falstaff to go look for it, but he might fall asleep.
Where do I look?
I would just fly all around
So
the
what?
mound.
Falstaff goes north, Jack's
South
to
7
the
Jacks, yep.
southwest, and I'll go east or whatever. Just go in a clockwise direction.
Symbolize,
fly around.
symbolize where you're going. Also up north. You said Jack southwest.
Something like that, and I'll go southeast, and then
Well, can we just make a little camp out right here then, on the outside of the burial mounds, as to not disrespect these folks if they tend to show up again?
I agree with that.
and then just check back in a couple hours, and if somebody finds it, come back, and then they can let Jax know, and whoever's left out there will just have to come back later.
Alright, well, may your wings flap fast.
I'm gonna
We'll be
turn
here.
into a giant eagle.
Okay. So Jax, Falstaff, and Use make perceptions. And then Datic and Rue, what are you guys doing while they're doing it? Making a camp?
Yep.
I have advantage on my perception.
Okay. So as you guys have split up, you've set up your camp. How far away you set up the camp from the ancestral mound?
Well, there's a tree line far back. This is just kind of an open field.
Yeah. Do you want to do it at
There.
the tree line?
Yeah, like at the tree line.
Okay. It'll take you back about 250 feet.
That's fine.
Jax with a 22 perception as you're flying southwest. Nothing pops out in terms of an opening with a 22. However, Jax, you do see floating in the air about 5 miles from where you are a
Motherfucker.
giant floating, which you know from your past experiences with the Fallen, about 5 miles out from the ancestral mound.
Hmm. I'm gonna continue to look around, but I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
This thing is like the Team Rocket of our adventures right now. It's just there waiting to fuck something up.
Someone's nearby.
Use with a 19. I need you to make a stealth check or let yourself be found.
I'll let myself be found.
You hear in the distance the cracking of a couple twigs, which instantly catches your ears, and you slowly approach. And I'll pull him out here so you can see him.
Is he flying or is he just walking?
Flying. Just lower to,
Oh,
lower to
okay.
the ground.
Looks to be a member of the barbarian tribe wearing a skull of an elk. Doesn't notice you from where you are, unless you want to get closer and let him know you're there. But he looks to be he's on his knees. He's been running around. He's been gathering twigs and leaves, and he's making a mound of something.
Kind of just watch for now, but I won't try and hide myself.
Okay. We could say, from where you are, you could safely watch, but if you wanted to get closer, he would know you're coming.
Move closer then.
He turns and he sees you and he stands up. And he takes, he picks up this long staff and he clicks the skull mask that he's wearing. And as he does, more of these barbarians come out from around the forest and they circle this shaman. And they're all powerfully built barbarians that you've met on your travels so far, but they all have that same stag mask on.
Am I interrupting something?
Do you speak Undercommon?
I do not.
The shaman speaks to you, but it's a form of grunts, and it's like a "Onk taka boom dak." It doesn't sound threatening, but it sounds stern.
Does he know that that's the Undercommon language? Since Elsa spoke it when they were together?
Sure, yeah. Let's say you know what it is, but you just can't speak it.
Yeah, don't know what the fuck. Anyone here speak Common? Or Orin? Or Ignis? Or whatever the hell the elemental languages are?
No one's nearby, right?
No, he's all by himself. He's a good couple miles from you guys. They all just kind of stare at you. Again, the shaman. This time he speaks again, but he has that broken language, but you can understand that he calls himself Zokan Thunderer. Like you can make out his name, but you can't make out anything else besides his name. He doesn't sound threatening, he just sounds stern.
Stern?
Like he means business, but he's not joking, he's not afraid. But he's not one to be trifled with.
Well, I can't speak to them, and I don't know what the fuck they're saying to me, so I guess I'll give a little bow, and then I'll back away and just fly off.
As you fly off, and you can look back over your shoulder, the barbarians have slowly melted back into the forest, and you see Zokan kneel over this pile of leaves and sticks and everything that he was collecting, and then you see this huge smokestack fly up from this pile, and the smoke and the smog makes the form of two antlers kind of stretching out, and then it fades away, and then they disperse.
Well, I'm gonna look for the shrine again.
Okay. Falstaff with a 13. You eventually, as you're flying around to the north, about a mile and a half from the ancestral mound, you see a building which you assume looks like the shrine. It has the same style, the squat small building with the front gate or the front door, and then the stone and the elk. It's imprinted into the stone. So you feel pretty certain that this is the puzzle, about a mile and a half north of where everyone is.
Okay. I'll go a little closer.
Okay.
Can I get a better look at it?
Let me get you there. You walk up to It's a ruined shrine. It looks pretty beat up. 2 tall monoliths flank this entrance, decorated with images of these elks with massive antlers. And then along this wall in front of you, this whole wall right here, is dozens of these dead stag skulls that have been pinned to the wall. There's a small stone door right in the front.
Okay. Cool. I don't need anybody. I can just solve this myself. Just kidding. I'll get back on the Griffin and head back south.
The 6 of you meet at the camp after your searches.
Any luck?
Found some of the elk tribe. Can't speak common though. I think they only speak undercommon.
I'm gonna turn on my form.
Well, it says one thing that you're alive. I guess they're not the hostile sort.
Oh, I wish I would have met them. I've been meaning to practice my undercommon.
Why would they speak undercommon?
Probably just what they've spoken for a long time.
Pretty
But
creepy.
they're nomadic tribe inside of the forest.
They
Probably
go
means
underground.
they don't interact with civilization much.
Still,
Well-
I don't believe that's a common language people up here use. But anyways,
We
they're
might
not
have
doing
some
us any
problems.
harm. Well, let's not go looking for trouble.
What do you mean problems?
I saw the heart again.
Wait, what?
The fallen.
Oh. Do
Wait.
I get to make another popsicle out of some fat maggot?
Heart fallen.
Hey, have
Mega popsicles?
is it possible any of us have heard about this?
Rin, Use, and Jax will know. Falstaff, Rue, and Tohik. Make a history check. A 21 and a 24. Rue and Falstaff, you both know. You have somewhat limited knowledge of the Fallen. You know that they worship Zardoon and they're intent with bringing him back into the mortal plane. You don't have any experience with the heart of Zardoon, but with the 24 Falstaff, you've heard of the All Flesh, and you know a little bit about the Scythe, of the Bloodfall Scythe. Real, you
Do I
just
know-
know the Fallen.
Do I know who wields the scythe? I guess it could change hands.
You don't know who wields it currently with the 24, but you know the first guy.
Who was that?
Yeah, look. What's his name?
Oh fuck, I can't remember either.
Kralash.
Kralash. Oh, the leader of the fallen.
Yeah, the guy right there. Kralash the All Flesh.
Wait, so Jax, where did you see this? And if the
Southwest.
fallen, should we get the hell out of here?
Well, we're going north.
What's north?
Wait, you didn't say anything about that yet?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I flew around on my Griffin a little bit and did some sightseeing, but there's
Guess we're going
definitely
west.
nothing up north.
Or east, I mean. Gotta have to find the tribe if we're gonna find the shrine.
Just for some meta knowledge too, like in the last story we knew like the Fallen and the Ascension of Elisha de Varhoon was not related, like they weren't working together, right? Because evil deities don't do that. Or was this a special case?
The Fallen is associated with Rin's grandfather. And
Right, that's it.
Asmodeus. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I have a question. Am I still supposed to be killing Ren for the one evil guy? Or is that different? Or not killing Ren, killing Roku? Or
Oh, Roki?
yeah,
You're following a different guy
I
now.
think that was for Benazak when you
right. But
were
I'm
a
Ren
follower
now.
of him.
Yeah, when you
Yeah, but
you left Benazak to follow Perrin.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Perrin's not about that.
Perrin's about love,
He's about other pleasures.
dropping acid.
Yes. Rin and I know what's
and
best.
false stuff.
Can anyone beat a 32 deception?
Probably
I don't
not.
think
I don't think. I don't even think.
You need an insight. Someone needs to be 32 with an insight.
No. No.
Can anyone wait? You just have to have a plus 12.
I have a +4.
And do we know that the Fallen is associated with Rin's grandfather, who we know is trying to capture her?
Use and Jax know.
If she went. Okay, they know that.
I
Okay,
don't
so
know
we
if
just know
she's
that
told
Rin
you,
is
though.
being protected. But I don't think she ever said anything about that, so. Alright, well, alright.
Unless you
I
want to tell
guess
them
it's just not here, guys.
There's just a lot of things happening in this forest right now, so let's just go do our own business.
Sounds like we found nothing except the tribe. We should probably go talk to the tribe.
Well, we
Yeah.
found the shrine.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
That's what the deception roll's for, Shawnee.
Oh,
Guys, I'm just kidding. Y'all need to, like.
he just
smart
wants to
me
show off his 15. That's fine.
Yes. Yeah, you guys, I found it, of course. I mean, this is Falstaff we're talking about. It's up north.
That's true. This really is all a game to you.
I don't miss anything. So if you guys head north about 1.5 miles, we got our shrine.
Alright, well, let's head off.
So these searches have taken all day. It's about 7 o'clock at night. turning
While they're
into dusk.
doing that, could I hold on.
So you
I
can
want
go
to
if
just
you
do
want.
camp here.
another.
You
We
can
can
go.
just camp here.
Oh damn, never mind. I was gonna make another transmuter stone, but if I make one, then one Dadak has won't work anymore. I feel like he might need it.
You want me to keep this down? You can have it back.
Oh no, no, you just hold on to it.
I mean, free shit. I'll take it.
Yep, that's what it is. Free shit. Just hold on to it. No particular reason, just
You guys are really weird. What's this
you'll find use for it
heart
one
thing?
day.
Part of the cult that's chasing Rin here.
Now, why are you so casual when you explain that?
Yeah, that seems pretty important. And
For the fact that we have Rin right here, is it possible they know that she's here?
Not likely.
Should we tie her to a
So
tree
we-
and leave her?
If you want
What
to
the
live it.
heck? Hell no.
yeah, are you putting us in danger, Rin?
I don't believe so, and I think it's more danger if they get me, because then they can open some portal, and then everybody dies.
Wait, hold on a minute. Do you care to go into more detail about that? Because that sounds a little serious. Now, we
I
knew...
really don't like to
You have
dwell
family.
on negative things. I mean, it's just such a bummer.
Well,
Oh, it is a bummer, but when you talk about if you get sacrificed and you open a portal and everybody dies,
not
I'm just a
everyone
little
would
curious
die,
about
just
Wait,
the
wait,
ones
wait.
that can't fight back.
If we kill her, then they can't kill her to sacrifice her.
are we gonna go off that logic here? I
We're
really,
talking
really
about
don't
a
want to do
cult
that.
of
Right? Bring it on,
necromancers.
tiny man. I'm
And
ready.
you can't
Let's
say
do this.
anything
I'm
because
just spitballing here, Jesus.
I think your plan makes sense, Daddy. Here, I'm gonna grab her. Shoot her real quick.
Once
Hey,
she
y'all,
falls stuff in the foot.
come here, you guys, Dadak or Tohik, you stay right there. I'm gonna group up everybody else. Once we get into Hollybrook, they have a mental institution, so if he doesn't get better, It might be best if we leave him there for a little while.
So as
He'll follow us. He has Perrin on his side.
well, Rue, as you said
Well,
that,
he just needs time to heal right now.
Falstaff grabs Rin, misses, and then Falstaff gets hit by a bow shot for 15.
What? What the fuck?
As Tohick shoots Falstaff for 15 damage.
Was that to the knee?
With partial cover, gives you +2. Yeah, 18
the
slash, yeah.
It's always in the foot.
And I
What was
need,
that for?
Tohick, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom
Wait,
save?
what?
Is it against a spell?
Nope.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Did we see anything that just
You see all of it.
transpired there?
You
Like, no,
see-
we saw how Tohick shoot Falstaff in the foot.
Yeah, you let me finish. So Tohick shoots the bow, or shoots his bow shot. Rin gets out of the way, hits Falstaff, and after the arrow hits Falstaff, Datic, your Minotaur form and your gnome form change places.
What the fuck?
What?
The spears kind of fuse together, and then you're now a little more Minotaur than you are gnome because of your actions.
Oh shit.
So do I notice that?
You don't notice anything, but everyone around you, you see where it's usually a Minotaur following a gnome. Now you see a gnome following a Minotaur.
All right. Tohick, I'm going to ask you again, just because. How are you feeling now?
You
Yeah,
ask how he's
taller.
feeling after he just shot me.
There's an
Call me
arrow
Datic.
sticking out of
Yeah, I'm
Falstaff's foot.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That was foot. Keep telling you guys, I'm gonna shoot you in the foot, and nobody fucking believes me. You called me Datic. My name's Tohick,
Yes.
but I feel fine. Why?
All
Keep
right.
I'm gonna hide behind Rin. While I'm hiding, I'm gonna throw a spear at Tohick.
Hit.
Okay. A spear hits Tohick in his Minotaur shoulder for 6.
All right, I changed my mind. I want to sacrifice Falstaff.
All
Hey!
right, just stop it now. Let's all
Datic.
go to bed.
I had to do something. You hit me, I hit you. I'm sorry. Here, give me a
Just gonna-
big hug.
Keep
Don't touch
walking around with an arrow in your foot?
Can you do something about this use?
Here, I'll do something about it.
No.
Whatever.
I swear to
I
God.
feel like it. Rin's the one with the healer's kit here.
Pull it out. You're a giant baby.
Yeah, I say let it air out. Best kind of healing, natural elements and all.
Put
This
some
is
dirt in it. That's what the Minotaurs taught me. Get a
not
cut.
even a fun
Right?
one.
Get some dirt and some spit, just rub it all in there.
Some tussin.
I'm gonna pick up my spear and I'm gonna go tend my wound in a tent.
Alright, who wants to keep watch tonight? Unless you want to go now in the dark.
Nope.
You first watch again.
Okay.
I'll do second.
Okay.
Can I look off into the distance to see if I do see that the heart? See what Jax is talking about. It's probably too far away.
From where you are, you can't make it up.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed then.
Alright. I need a use and Jax to make wisdom saves.
God damn.
Ooh, fuck.
What the fuck's that button at?
Okay, so use your watch with the 21 perception is pretty uneventful. The temperature is still dropping. Doesn't affect you much, but you can feel the cold wind starting to whip around as it gets deeper into fall. Jax, you wake up in the middle of the night during Use's watch. I'm gonna whisper you.
All right. I'm gonna peek my head out the tent.
Okay.
Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Might just be me, but someone tried to look over me.
Look over? Like the old man watching you while you sleep, or magical look over?
Magical look over. Like scrying.
I'm not into changelings.
But they can be anything.
Well, considering who's nearby, it might be best to be extra cautious then.
Alright. Tell Dadik to keep an eye out.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. You use the rest of your watch is pretty uneventful, and you wake him up. Tohik, make a Perception 12.
I'll let him know, by the way.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just rolled this.
No.
Give me a sec.
No.
That was just funny.
Every time you laugh like that, I feel like we're
Yeah.
about to die.
It's
Right,
funny.
so
Whoops, my bad.
Okay. So I'm gonna position you guys into your camps, wherever you're wanting to sleep.
What?
Dennis is over by me.
Okay.
Can you move the yaks closer to the griffin?
Tohek, during your watch, about 3 o'clock in the morning or so, you see a spectral figure start to walk directly towards you. Unharmed, he has both his hands out, he has no weapons, and he's walking towards the campsite, not trying to hide. And he stops right before he gets to your camp. He says, "Excuse me, sir, may I approach? I mean no harm."
What do you want?
"If you'll allow me to approach, I promise you it'll be worth your while."
You can probably talk from right there.
"May I ask your name, friend?"
It is Ren.
This is an interesting name for a dwarf.
Well, your eyesight's really bad. I'm not a dwarf.
My name is Sigmar. Let me do this. Sure, you are very perceptive and you understand that I am a member of the undead. I am a vampire, yes. But I do mean you no harm.
I haven't met many vampires, but I feel like no harm in the same sentence usually doesn't, go well. What are you doing?
Perhaps we could make a trade. You see, I am extremely thirsty and I am in dire need of blood. And I was hoping to ask you or one of your companions for a donation. Maybe we could come to terms with a donation of blood for something that I may offer you. I'm very far from my home, and I just want enough to be able to drink so I can make my way back to my lair. I'm trying to be as polite as possible so you understand that this is not an attempt to attack. This is just a soul. Well, I have no soul. And he kind of laughs in need of nourishment.
Okay. What are you gonna give me? You gotta explain the whole deal before I just say yes.
Like, I guess this depends on what you would like. What do you need? What do you desire, Ren?
I'm pretty simple, so I don't really desire anything.
Well, perhaps I could wake up one of your friends and see if they wish to allow me to drink some blood in return for a gift.
How about this? How about you owe me a favor? If we ever cross paths again, maybe I need something.
This sounds as it is not in my best interest. Is that
I mean, you might die. Like malnourishment. You said it yourself.
Make a persuasion.
That -1.
He speaks really loudly, loud enough to wake up everyone else in the campsite. He says, all I'm asking for is just a nice donation of blood in return for my assistance or a gift in some way. If we can come to terms. I do not mean harm. His voice echoes through the trees. The yaks kind of startle.
Getting a little hostile.
All right.
Can I just wake up and tell him to shut the hell up? We're in the middle of the fate-touched forest, and we don't need to be that loud. I'm going back to bed.
I apologize. I was just trying to wake you to see if you would be inclined to allow me to drink just enough to regain my strength so that I may make my way back home to Rodar.
As he was talking, I just rolled over and went back to sleep.
Oh, so you're from Rodar, good sir?
I am.
Are you employed in Rodar? Do you hold any offices of power or privilege?
I own one of the hottest nightclubs in Rodar, one of the best bars.
Oh,
Here we
geez.
go.
It's an all-night establishment. Usually the younger, or richer nobles send their kids.
I see.
They allow me to drink, and in return they can party and accept all my lavish gifts.
Tell you what. Take a little blood and get on your way. We don't want any trouble here.
Hold on a minute. Don't do that. Now, what do you know of vampires?
Me?
Yes.
Wait, this guy's a vampire?
Why do you think he wants to drink
Oh,
your
shit.
blood?
Got a blood thing going on. I don't know.
How
Well,
about-
that's not just something you offer to someone that just wanders in the middle of the damn forest, in the middle of the damn night.
Well, I could tell you
right.
that you don't want to get on the bad side of a vampire. Isn't that right, good sir?
I'd like to think of myself as a friendlier vampire. Maybe if you allow me to drink your blood now, you can enter my establishment in Rodar
Oh, Lord.
free of charge for a wonderful night.
All right,
Hey, I
he,
just-
he is going to jump onto that offer. Nope, I'm going to grab Falstaff and hold on to his shoulder for a minute. Can we do like a check to see if there is some kind of pact that's automatically formed if you let a vampire drink your blood? Surely I know he's already following parents, so it probably doesn't matter.
Make a Make a religion or a history check. This is kind of an in general thing. There's no pact, and this Falstaff drinks his blood.
Ew, kinky.
It's called the Red Fang. It's close to Stormlight Keep. I mean, it's pretty easy to find if you know who to look for and who to talk to join the Red Fang. As long as the sun is down, we are open for business, and you're welcome to party. Just understand that these are mostly very rich nobles that come to the party, and they pay with their blood for admission, and that's how I sustain myself. I don't attack, I don't kill, I have a very easy thing going here.
So are you just taking a stroll in the middle of the woods at night? Just because, or is there a reason you're out here?
Well,
I mean, surely you understand we're a little weary of your presence.
Well, it seems you are unaware that you are very close to a colony of vampires to the southeast of you.
Oh,
Good friends
Yeah,
of mine.
apparently.
Very good friends of
We're
mine.
very unaware of many things. Where exactly is this vampire colony located?
Maybe 20 miles southeast of here, towards the coast.
And you hold high influence in this colony of vampires?
I just like to spend time with my own kind when I can, since most of them tend to stay away from radar. I don't hide the fact that I am a vampire. I am pretty open with Markham Shin. He knows who I am.
I
My
can see
establishment
that.
is very credible.
You just came up to a group of strangers to ask for their blood, so... Alright, what did you say your name was again?
Sigmar.
Sigmar. Last name? No last name? Just Sigmar?
Sigmar Nordal. Nordal. The establishment is the Red Fang. Just follow the teenagers if you're trying to find it. I'm sure they'll be walking towards it. As long as you're in a well-established part of town. The 10.
Just make sure he's a generally nice vampire guy.
With a 10, I'm not even going to roll deception. It's, he's being truthful.
Alright. Well, suppose I've seen weirder stuff.
But we came to terms.
I mean, I suppose I can help you out. But you ain't drinking from my wrist. That is, I hope you don't mind some cat blood.
I can drink from your neck, your wrist. You can slice yourself over a bottle.
Yeah, I'll plan on doing that. I'll get one of my empty flasks out of my bag. I'll cut my hand and kind of squeeze some blood in there.
You take 2 points of damage. And you fill your bottle with your blood.
Well, there you are.
He takes
Perhaps
it from you.
we'll meet again soon.
He takes it from you. He holds it in a way that shows that he either came from like a higher class or he has became one. He holds it in like a very
Swishes it like a
prosperous
wine
way.
bottle, right?
Hails it, smells it, and then downs
All
it.
right, let's not make it weird. You can just drink it.
He downs it. He hands you the bottle back. He looks over to Falstaff. Are you also going to allow me to drink?
I don't think he could handle that.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if you need seconds. Go ahead. I'll hand out my wrist.
You'll get nothing but dust if you cut open his arms.
Take 3 points of damage as he bites into your wrist and drains you.
You would do it that way.
As his mouth comes off your wrist, he goes, ah, and the blood kind of rolls down his cheek onto his shirt, and he sees the blood hit his shirt, and he starts to wipe it off real fast. Cannot look this way. I must keep appearances. You are both very, very kind. I hope to see you both one night in the future for an amazing time. Turns into a bat, and he flies away. Unless you want to say something to him before he goes.
No, it's okay.
I'm going back to sleep.
Could have been bad. That was relatively not too difficult to deal with.
I have met many, many fascinating individuals in this forest than I ever have in all my years in Hollybrook.
I had no idea there were vampires to the south.
I didn't know
If it's-
vampires were so pleasant.
With a 28, do I know about Arid Mulo?
Because you had a critical, yeah. You know
I haven't
he's
seen.
in Light Harbor.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any vampires or heard of any vampires since Arid Mulo to the west. I guess they're all over the place. Go to sleep.
Damn weirdos.
Yes. as I look over from Dadik to Tohik and go lay down back to bed. Or am I watching? No, I'm not watching.
Doug's watching. Just don't go to the Red Fang till next week. I don't have that made yet.
Well, that's the club in Rodar, isn't it?
The club in Rodaria that
Yeah, we're not gonna.
was rolled
not
off
sure,
of a random generator.
Not sure that Falstaff is motivated by pleasure as much as Dario was.
All right, Falstaff, get that rune going. We're going to Rodar.
Nope.
Yeah. I guess I could have offered him an easier way to get there. Oh well.
Derek Tohik, you finish your watch. Morning comes to clear skies as you all wake up.
All right, whenever you guys are ready, I'll take you there.
Well, it can't get any weirder. Let's just go.
Hop on the Griffin. Keep a slow pace so people can keep up. Take them here.
You guys are able to get there pretty quickly, maybe an hour.
They were all next to each other all along.
The shrine puzzles? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe we didn't see it before.
Fucking Norlane. What a dick.
Shrouded in mist.
Shrouded in mist. You guys approach the ruined shrine of a walled compound with tall monoliths flanking the entrance, decorated with the elks. The elk skulls are plastered all around the front wall, and in front of you is a stone door with an elk chipped and chiseled into the door, and there's a sentence just like before. It says, paste it. The primal oak teaches us to fight evil with honor.
Ooh, get ready.
I mean, this is a dome, so I feel like it's going to be an arena.
That would be awesome.
That's exactly what Tohek needs.
Kind of climb the wall.
Where's the Minotaur?
That's not honor.
I just have it outside to show some space in case it gets
Well.
cramped in there. Make an athletics check if you want to try. It's about 8 feet high. You want to try to climb it? Yeah, you want to shuffle your way up there.
Is there a ceiling?
Yeah, it's a flat roof too.
Oh, I'll climb back down then.
Well, open the door, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta step back.
As you push the door open, stairs descend about 15 feet down into a moss-covered room. 4 statues. Those are depicted by the 4 stars of barbarian warriors with elk masks stand in alcoves, overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit in the floor. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, but its weapon is missing. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands bare. There's nothing on this pedestal. There's a painting on the wall depicting a giant elk fighting 4 barbarians. All 4 barbarians are holding spears and thrusting at the elk. And then there's a set of stairs that descend south behind the painting.
It's a pit here with bars over it.
Yeah, so you can fall through the pit if you're not careful, but the pit's about 20 feet deep from where you are.
Are these suspicious looking stairs, or they're just...
Make investigation.
Too late. Already stepped on him.
Goddamn cat curiosity.
Ew, cows. I'm gonna take my staff and break all these cobwebs here.
Okay, so you're walking through, pushing the cobwebs as you go.
Do I see anything on the walls as I slowly make my way down?
Pushing your way through, there's 2 more paintings. The paintings show the same, the elk fighting barbarian warriors.
I want to investigate the statue I'm in front of.
Okay.
So both of these are both paintings here?
Yeah, both paintings of elk.
Same
Yes.
one?
Falstaff went into the middle.
No difference between the
balancing.
portraits?
Maybe.
No, they look the same. The statue that Tohek's looking at, the mask is pretty well detailed. Looks like it's been there for quite some time. They're holding both their hands like they're trying to hold a spear. They look like they're made from a granite.
Can I knock on the wall?
So in front of you, Rue, Falstaff, it's pretty easy to walk across that without falling too. So you can walk across the pit. The bars are spaced about 3 feet wide. Unless you want to try to squeeze through there, it's tough to fall through, but you could fall through if you wanted to.
I'll lower myself.
Okay. Rue, that's open, so you can walk into the pit. There is above you, there's an iron portcullis that looks like it can come down if you wish to enclose the ring. And there's one where you're standing, where the dotted lines are, and there's another one across from you.
They're both open?
They're both open. And then the hallway cuts to the left. There's also as you both are now deeper into this pit, there's what is the word for it? There's a pressure plate in the northwest corner, about 2 feet. That looks like you could step on it and press down on it.
Down here?
Northwest, and where you guys were in the like right here, in the corner inside the pit.
Or, walking down here.
You make your way all the way through the pit, across the chamber. The hallway contains 4 cramped cells behind iron portcullises that are closed. And behind those, you see stone gladiators that resemble the ones that were on the top floor. But these gladiators are holding shield and sword.
And they're all, like, in a little cell that's closed?
Yeah.
And sorry, could you repeat again? There are pressure plates here. There's 4 of them?
There's only one, and it's like right here.
Gotcha. Hey y'all, you might want to come down here and check this out.
The pedestal with the rune on it is also empty. By Jax.
Oh my god, my thing is lagging bad. Hold on here. Alright, I'm gonna wait for everybody to come down here. Or more people.
Meh.
What are we supposed to be looking at?
Come on down here.
It's a
Over
little
here?
hallway.
Check these guys out.
I'm sorry, I said sword. They have a spear and shield. Each of these stone gladiators behind the iron portcullises.
I'm gonna cast stone skin on myself. 'Cause I've been penetrated way too much lately.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
take-
I'm gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
I got. You're gonna do what I was telling you.
Well, I was gonna just investigate this. Hold on here. Is there like a lever or something to open these cages or bars?
Nope, just the portcullis is closed.
Are they spread far enough apart to where I can put my hand inside and grab the spear?
They're about half a foot apart. So you might
Can
be
I
able to,
attempt to do that?
you might be able to get in there and grab it.
I would like to try.
You reach in and you grab the sphere or the spear. The spear is basically attached to the statue, like it's carved with the statue. So if you wanted to like pull it out of there, you'd have to break off his hand or his arm.
You know, if you
Nothing
break
else.
them off,
That's all. You go for it.
well, it says with honor.
Right. That doesn't seem very honorable.
Yeah. So what about this? I step on the pressure.
When you step on the pressure point, all 4 portcullises open. All 4 gladiators. Dust flies off in front of Rue and Ren, and the gladiators they start to move, and with loud footfalls, all 4 start to walk towards the gladiator pit.
Okay, I'm gonna back myself against the wall. And just kind of stand there. As they hopefully just walk past me.
They all walk past.
Cool.
As the last one is walking past, I have Falstaff, Tohik, and Rin inside.
Yes.
Is that correct? I have Jax and
Yeah,
Use up
Jax
top.
is in there.
What the heck? I
Go
was just
out
trying
for
to get out of the way. Really?
If you want to,
There's
you
a
can
reason why I left that room.
you can get out quick before they all get in there if you want to try to.
No, whatever. Bring it on. Stone Warriors.
As the 4th gladiator walks into the arena, portcullises close, trapping all 4 stone guardians, Tohik, Falstaff, and Rin, into this chamber. All 4 walls inside this chamber begin to almost turn into like this hard sheen to make climbing up the walls impossible. So if you try to run up the wall, you would just slide back down. Roll initiative.
While this is happening, I'm just kind of gonna sit down and just watch.
Oh, Rin rolled a 1.
Roll.
What the flying frog? Oh, God.
You said we're all rolling initiative.
Yeah, if you want to try to help. Oh, my
yeah.
my macro's not working, so let me try this real quick. This will force it.
I mean, I'll be here. Why not?
Let me try to reset my API real quick. Need our cool initiative macro. Oops.
Mushi's not even in.
Did that start it? I'm coming back in.
Why did you roll 10d4?
Excuse me, it was 10d40 and
40, yeah, that's what I meant.
Woo.
everyone in the pit's dead.
Hey, it works sweet. Alright, so gladiator dude's going first. Put them all the way in.
There's not much honor in 3 and 4, Jax. You should get in there with them.
I'll help from above.
gladiator is going to hit Rin with his spear. 12 misses. Then he's going to shield bash you. 26 for 11. Need you to make a strength saving throw, Rin.
How deep down is that pit?
20 feet.
Yeah. 20 feet. Ooh.
So the stone gladiator tries to stab you with his spear, you sidestep it, and as you sidestep it, he hits you across the face with his shield. Almost knocks you down, but you're able to hold yourself. This gladiator's
Not
going
the
to
face.
moves there, and he's going to stab Falstaff. 26 for 7, and then shield bash Falstaff. Hit you for 18, make a strength save.
I'm gonna say no. You don't do a cutting. Oh, he still hits me.
Falstaff goes to say something mean to the statue, and as he does, he takes a shield to the face. Doesn't finish the sentence, but he's able to hold strong and doesn't fall.
I got a question. Why am I at bottom? I'm at 18.
Because you rolled late. Yeah, after I already reset it. Bring it up here. Go ahead.
I'll cast Moonbeam on one of them.
Okay.
At level 4.
Your
I'll do it on...
moonbeam- Well, it hits the top of this pit, and the moonbeam doesn't fall through the floor.
Ah, shit.
All 4 gladiators look up towards you, and then they look back down.
No honor.
I don't think could I even try to go down? Or is it like locked?
So you try to wiggle through the bars, but after the 4th gladiator enters the arena, this is enclosed.
Yeah. Okay.
You try to squeeze through the bars, and it's almost like an invisible force stopping you from falling through. Gladiator stabs Tohik. Shield bashes Tohik.
Both hit.
Make strength save.
Fuck.
Knocked prone. Falstaff.
Falstaff. He grabs his mandolin in one hand and raises his other hand up into the air, looks around, and with confidence takes his hand and slams the ground, causing a wave of destruction to the targets he chooses.
Nice. You got radiant or necrotic?
He'll do radiant.
Okay. One next to you.
So it's more OP than that. It's like 30 5d6 thunder and then 5d6 radiant.
Okay. Let me roll these guys and roll your.
There we go.
And this one. 34. I believe they all failed too, yeah. Does it knock him down or anything? Or is it just like the big damage?
Let's see, hold on. A creature that succeeds on a saving throw takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone.
Nice, so I'll knock prone. Cool. Dad, looking like Gandalf, throws his mandolin into the ground, and with it, this huge wave flies back, and Tohik and Rin cover their eyes. And as you remove your eyes, you see all 4 statues have been knocked prone, and parts of their bodies have been chipped. Gladiator is going to stand up and attack Rin. Fear. Good bash. 15. Tohick.
I'm gonna bonus action Slayer's Prey. One right in front of me. And I'll attack it twice.
Miss it.
2d6 sneak attack.
Yep. Extra 10. First arrow hits and bounces off. The second one catches and chips off more of this stone statue, and as he's slowly falling apart in front of you. Still looks more than half whole, but he's looking kind of worn down. Rin's up. An 11 still misses. You get 2 shots too. You can take another shot.
Can I do a different one?
Oh no, since you Eldritch Blast, you got Eldritch Blast.
Those rolls.
That one still hits though, for 9. Rue, you're outside the gate looking in.
Can I, like, put my hand through the portcullis right there?
As you try to push your hand through, it's almost like it hits an invisible wall and you're just pushing against nothing. You're essentially trapped back there until this is over.
Do what a cat would do locked in a room.
Meow. Meow.
Pawed at the door.
Yeah.
Use.
Can I? Yeah, I want to try blinking.
I want to give Use Jackson and Rue like one turn this round, then we'll take you off initiative since you can't really
Yeah.
do anything.
I can't even blink into it. It doesn't matter. I got a 2 anyways.
Well, I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna put my hand up to the invisible barrier just to see if it'll work, and I'm gonna try and cast Greater Invisibility on Tohick with Distance Spell.
As you try to cast your spell through the barrier, it doesn't work.
I tried.
Comes some more pain. Beer, shield bash. First one misses Ren, but the second one hits Ren for 9.
I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna try to deflect that attack.
Okay.
By yelling at him.
He misses. As he goes down with the shield bash to hit Ren, Falstaff's words cause him to look up to Falstaff, and he swings and misses as Ren ducks. This guy's going to attack Falstaff.
Oh shit, misses because of the ring of protection.
Nice. And this last guy on Tohick.
Both hit. But I get advantage now because it's Slayer's Prey. 23.
Okay. Nice. So you're not knocked prone, but take 19. Which goes to Falstaff. You guys are just watching in as your friends are being pummeled by these stone statues, but they're holding the ground. Ren looks a little hurt. Tohick looks a little hurt.
Start muttering under my breath, a little concerned about the situation. Cast a Bardic Inspiration on Datic.
Okay.
Bonus.
Would we make Bardics purples?
That works.
Or your color's green? Let's do green. Green. That's poison.
I do great.
Oh, it's poison.
Back to purple.
Your Bardic Inspirations are toxic.
Guys, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to kill stuff or heal stuff? say it real quick.
Whatever you want to do.
Can they hear us from above?
Oh yeah, you can hear him. You can see everything. You just can't get to him. You can talk to him.
Do you want to reply, Jax?
If you have anything that's powerful for healing, then that would be probably best suit.
Alright, I'll take your persuasion and I will use my mandolin to heal Datic.
24. Your bardic inspiration's D10.
Yes, at this level.
Nice.
Damn.
1 attack per turn.
You can use it once and then it's gone.
Oh,
Gladiator. Spears Rin. Shield Bastions Rin. Miss and hit. That shield bash hits Rin across the cheek, cuts her down her cheek, down her neck, and she's looks pretty hurt. So hick.
I'm gonna take the 2 shots at the one I've been fighting with.
Both hit, and you get your 7.
Oh, they both hit?
Yeah. And then your sneak attack too. That's in there.
That's attacked in there.
The statue starts to crumble in front of you. The spear that it's holding falls to the ground. It's still holding the shield, but the spear's on the floor.
Bonus action, give Rin greater healing potion.
All right. Is it 44? I think that one's greater.
44 plus 4? Or not?
That sounds right. Let me make sure. Yeah, 44 plus 4.
7.
Rin heals for 7.
Wait.
Oh, nope, that was one.
That's a 1.
Oh, you
Yeah.
rolled a 1d4, yeah.
Yep, there's 3.
A little better.
So
Plus 10.
21.
No, it's plus 10. Where's.
Yeah, because you added the 4 twice.
Yeah.
3, 7, 10, 13, 17.
And that's it.
But it helps push her up. Rin's up. Ooh, vampiric touch. How much do you heal off vampiric touch? I forget.
Half of whatever the damage is.
Yep. Which one do you want to drain from?
Will it be enough to kill the one that's like spurting blood? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just do it. Get rid of him.
So you heal for 6, and that one crumbles. Turns to dust and
Like
dissolves. Gladiator drops his shield. He's going to 2-hand at Rin. And then make a second 2-hand attack. First one hits, second one misses. You take 14. Gladiator also drops his shield and he's going to 2-hand spear attack Falstaff twice.
Ooh, 16.
First one pierces you in the side of the stomach, and as he pulls the spear out, and he comes back in with the second attack, you Use your mandolin, you block it to the side. You're up.
Oh, I'm up. Ooh. I don't know what to do. I'm going to... I want to grab the spear and try to take it out of his hand. Would that be an action?
You want to try to disarm him?
Hold that thought. I think instead I will... The one next to me, I'm gonna mock him.
Okay. Wisdom. Four.
He fell. Say something to the effect of, "You're slow even for a statue."
So he takes 3 and he has disadvantage.
Bonus action, I'll give Rin a bardic inspiration.
It looks like for disarm, make an attack roll opposed by the target's athletics or acrobatics. And whoever wins, but the target has advantage.
Okay.
This-
Maybe in the future.
He's going to... He drops his shield also. Two-hand spear at Ren. Oh, we crits her. This is with the first. The second one catches her. She dodges the first one, exposing her back, and he sticks her in the kidney with the second attack. It's looking pretty worn down. Tohik.
Put Slayer's Prayer on the one in front of Rin. 2 more shot. I'll use the bardic inspiration for.
On the first one?
Yep.
16, 17, both hit.
Wait.
24, 29, 34, 44. The statue starts to crumble in front of you, and it's looking almost in pieces. Rin's up.
Oh shit.
Nice. The statue in front of you crumbles, and you heal for 4. He has disadvantage. False death, 9 and 26. Dodge that crit though.
Yeah. That would have taken me out.
Both statues in front of you look partially crumbled, but not too bad.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna bonus action give Tohik a bardic inspiration, my last one.
Okay.
And then look at that same statue. Still slow. Fail.
Take 6. And disadvantage. He's going to stab Ren twice with his two-hander. Critical miss on the first. Hits her with the second. Rin, you fall unconscious, and as her body hits the ground, the lantern, a ghost floats out of the lantern and revives her, and she has 1 health. Your
I
lantern,
love my little Casper dude.
OP.
Stoic.
Might as well do Hunter's Mark. And then 2 more shots at the one next to Ren.
Both hit. 18, 21, 31. His right leg crumbles and he falls prone, and now he has 1 leg and he's holding himself up with his 2-handed spear. The Ren's up. First one hits, second one misses, but you can roll a d10 if you want to use your bardic inspiration from Falstaff and add it to your second roll. $15 misses, damn. You take 12 and you blast out his other leg, and now he's just a torso holding a spear in front of you.
Monty Python stuff going on.
Statues are crumbling. As this guy with disadvantage attacks Falstaff twice with a spear. Misses both.
Ah.
Swinging wildly.
Man, I'm getting real sick and tired of these guys. I'm just gonna be like, guys, you gonna finish this? And mock him again. I'll fail again.
4. The torso swings at Rin. Miss. Oh, that one drops you. Rin's knocked unconscious. Tohik.
Shoot my shots.
14. Roll your extra damage on the first one and see if you kill it.
First one would have been 2.
Okay, so you need both shots to kill it, but your second bow attack drops the gladiator. However, you notice that with each of your bow kills that a tree does not grow in this area.
Ah, no trees.
Rin, death save. Success.
Sorry.
Swinging wildly at Falstaff with his 2-handed.
Ooh. Ouch.
About a 17 and a 22. Does 17 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 11, 25. Oh, Falstaff's knocked unconscious.
Shit.
Falstaff, death save. Success. Tohik.
I'll move Hunter's Mark onto him. See what we can do.
Hit.
Nobody's alive, so I don't get the...
Not a sneak attack.
Yep.
An extra 10.
Come at me, bitch.
Rin, death save. Come at thee, bitch. Fail. She's 1-1. Steps over her body. He's going to attack you twice with his 2-handed spear. 15, 24.
First miss, second hit.
Hit you for 10. Falstaff, death save. They can't get down to heal you either. Oh, this is a fail.
No.
They're both 1-1. Tohik.
It's not so bad, guys. if you die.
Hit miss. Unless you want to use your
Ren will
bardic
be
on the
rested
second
to
one.
gnome.
Oh, I have Bardic? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do Bardic. Fuck.
15. Oh, my God. Misses. Fuck. That's 14. The statue's crumbling. Rin, death save. Success with a 10. Woo. She's 2 and 1. Gladiator swings at Tohik twice with his two-handed spear. 20-14.
Hit miss.
Stabs you for 12. Puts you in kill range, dude. Falstaff, death save. Fail.
Oh!
Falstaff has 2 fails.
Are we really gonna lose half the party here?
Tohik.
Alright, just to make sure, I'm a Slayer's Prey. Yeah, I'll attack twice.
Oh, the crit, dude.
Done.
Damn.
Your critical without your extra damage is going to kill
Oh
it.
shit.
Still gonna roll it.
Wow.
That's 10, 20.
That rage.
Says Tohik hits the statue with his second arrow and it catches the statue in the face and body dissolves to dust. Combat's over. 4 spheres lie in the room and Falstaff and Rin on their last leg are bleeding out as you guys can now enter.
Oh wait, I can't cast Cure Wounds. Never mind.
I'll cast it. Fuck it.
Do we have to do our save before he gets in the room?
You want to cast it on Falstaff or Rin?
Falstaff.
Okay. Falstaff heals for 8.
And then...
Ruin use, do you want to do anything? You have 6 seconds before she has to roll. Do you have anything to heal?
I'll try to squeeze through and stabilize, I guess. Medicine, if that's possible. Kit.
Yep, okay. That does it. She's stabilized.
I'll heal her. Yeah.
Hearer.
So you both jump in there right before they fade away. And Jax heals Falstaff, you stabilizes Rin. And then heals Rin for 19. Oh, I hit negative 19.
Good job, guys. 3 on 4. That was not very honorable.
We had it all along.
Mishu flies in and starts to nuzzle with Rin.
I don't know, I kind of, like, after all these shrines, and with what just happened here, I think they're trying to say magic is not honorable.
I'm out of this room.
I'll pick up the 4 spears.
But I only
It is
have magic.
I know.
It is a barbarian. It is a barbarian tribe, though, so...
You guys see that evil shit Rin is doing down there? That was pretty cool. All this life stealing.
Now, why would you say that was evil? I'm pretty sure, like smashing me in the face with the shield was pretty darn evil.
It was
It
like,
was protection.
no, it was like cool evil. I liked it. I mean, he showed those statues who's boss.
Are the spears broken or are they?
Nope, they're pristine. 4 spears are
Okay.
pristine. All the statues have dissolved away. And
I'll
Rin,
grab all.
Falstaff.
the 4 statues appear in the room of Rudas. Behind their iron portcullises again.
I'm gonna go stand on the pressure plate again. I'm just kidding.
Jump the fuck out.
I would go back.
Okay, Falstaff got it. Never mind.
So you putting the spears in each of the statues' hands?
Yep.
Yeah.
As you put all 4 spears into the statues' hands, the statues grip hard onto the spears. And then where the altar is, there's a grinding noise and the altar opens. And up rises a pedestal. Pedestal hits the top. There's 3 prongs which look like they would hold a ruin, but the ruin's gone. There's nothing where you think the ruin should be. There's also a note on the pedestal.
I'll grab it.
I'm gonna go sit outside. What?
Oh no.
What did it say?
Yeah, what you looking at?
One of our old companions has rune.
Right,
Is
I
that-
was thinking that name sounded familiar. Asmodeus.
Someone has the rune?
Well, isn't that a good thing? Go talk to him. Give it to us.
He's the one probably up in the heart. The ones that want to take rune, sacrifice him.
Ah, so we just trade in for the rune.
Alright. Yeah, let's see if they'll
What
do it.
part of world destruction with my blood do you not get? Gate of hell.
I mean, I've been through a couple world destructions. It's alright. You always get over it. Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of this place. Gives me the creeps.
Yeah, follow him outside.
You guys make your way out of the fourth and final shrine. Take you back to camp.
Take a small break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.